What possible careers that a graduate of Bachelor of Physical Education can prepare for?
Graduates of Bachelor of Physical Education can be teachers. After taking the licensure examination for teacher, they can be health and wellness coordinator, facilitator, and they can also be sports or coaches for different discipline in physical education.
What motivates you to pursue this kind of work?
What motivates me? Well, I would say the salary would be, since it's my bread and butter, I earn from it, and then I'm able to provide the needs of my family.
Question is, do you think communication skill is important for this kind of work?
I would say yes, since we inculcate things to our student, we teach them the necessary knowledge and skills. Communication is needed in order for us to inculcate things to our students.
Question is, what issues or challenges have you encountered when starting this kind of business?
Here in the university, I would say that the lack of facilities, equipment to use for our students, and since the university cannot provide, then students are required to procure their own equipment which will be used in learning.
How did you cope with these issues or challenges?
Like what I said, students are required to procure. They will be the one to buy on their own equipment which will be used in our lesson.
How about now, what issues or challenges are you encountering in your work or business?
I would say the lack of classroom, especially for this semester. It's rainy season. Then most of our afternoon classes are affected. Then the only allotted venue for us to hold our class is the University Social Law, and there are 6 to 7 classes holding our class down there. It's really congested. With that, we have issue with the classroom to hold our class.
How are you coping with these issues or challenges?
We tend to look for ample space where we can hold our class, such as near the UCC or even outside the UCC, just to hold our class.
Yes, how important is your work or business in our society?
It is very important since we're teaching our students a lifelong fitness. They may be in a different field, like engineering maybe, nursing maybe, business management maybe, veterinary medicine maybe, but in order for them to do their job well in the near future as future professionals, they need to be physically fit to dispose their job.
If you want to learn a skill that is helpful for your work now, what skill or skills would that be?
I would say information technology skills, such as coming up with instructional material which helps my student in understanding more the lessons that I'm teaching them, like materials, information technology, like the use of audiovisual presentation, like other platforms which interactive in nature.
If given a chance to talk to our Philippine President now, what would you like to ask him that would benefit your work?
I would say, what happened with the 20 pesos kilo for rice? Everyone is really affected with that. The inflation rate is really high, and with students who doesn't have enough money to buy food, and they are affected in terms of learning because gutom man sila or what? That would be my question.
Thank you so much, sir.
What possible careers that a graduate of Bachelor of Physical Education can prepare for?
Okay, a graduate of Bachelor of Physical Education can prepare for a teaching profession, a coach, a referee, as well as gym instructors. Well, all about, related to sports and health and performances. PE students can be, they can work or multitask in so many different areas because PE has a lot of properties then nga mas ma-offer na to our community.
Francis, what motivates you to pursue this kind of work?
I pursue Bachelor of Physical Education because I believe that my skills, my capabilities, my sports, and also I'm really good in dancing. That's why I believe that I am suitable and I am motivated to also share my talent with my students in the future.
Do you think communication skill is important for this kind of work? Why or why?
Exactly. It is very important for you to become an effective communicator, teacher. You must have to have a clear communication skills. The language you use can affect the learning process of each student or each learners.
What issues or challenges have you encountered when starting this kind of work?
There are so many challenges we encountered as teachers. First and foremost, lack of facilities and equipment. Second is multiple intelligences, behaviors of students. Third is lack of support from the school. No? And then last but not the least is the competencies as a teacher. We are so lacking sa mga seminars, workshops that is related to improving our teaching process. There are a lot of technologies that is actually the bloom or na popularized karon, but some of the teachers are not capable of learning or using those technologies, which is really important in teaching and learning process.
How did you cope with these issues and challenges?
I cope with these issues and challenges in a way that I want to make sure that I am knowledgeable in teaching this kind of subject, and at the same time, I cope in a way that I innovate. The different materials we use. I used to recycle things para magamit pa in our classes.
How about now? What issues or challenges are you encountering in your work?
Well, there are so many challenges I encountered now, especially our co-workers, the attitude, characteristics. We are not in the same page, and at the same time, another problem. Well, of course, still on the management, lack of facilities and equipment. Most of the time, we use open grounds just to teach our subjects.
How are you coping with these issues and challenges now?
Innovative. Make sure to prepare ourselves in teaching, and that's it.
How important is your work in our society?
Our work or our profession is very important in our society for the students to learn how to eat healthy habits. How to use healthy eating habits, at the same time how to actively participate in activities like physical activities, sports, dances. Our task is to help them to achieve the better self sa mga bata. Yan.
If you want to learn skill is helpful for your work now, what skill or skills would it be?
Maybe skills related to technologies. For us to effectively facilitate the learning process, we must have to engage ourselves to technologies to make it more smart and smart siya dapat and innovative, of course.
Last question, sir. If given a chance to talk to our Philippine president now, what would you like to ask him that would benefit your work?
Given the problem that we have, or we are lack of facilities and equipment in teaching sports, dance, and I believe that our president must have to focus more on improving the facilities of each schools by providing budgets, and at the same time give teachers the opportunity to engage in seminars, workshops that could enhance their skills in the future, especially on sports, coaching, and referee, or how to how to manage a sporting activity. That's it.
What possible careers that a graduate of Bachelor of Physical Education can prepare for?
The possible careers that a graduate of Bachelor of Physical Education, as BPED majors, we are very versatile, but given the fact that we are into teaching, more likely we are in a teaching profession. So we can teach high school or junior high school, senior high school, and even in higher education. So apart from that, there are a lot of opportunities coming when you graduate in this BPED program.
Next is, what motivates you to pursue this kind of work?
My motivations in pursuing this work, since high school, I can still remember my passion in dancing and in arts. So that's one reason why I took this as my course. And luckily, I was able to graduate in the academic paradise of the South.
Number 3 is, do you think communication skill is important for this kind of work? Why or why not?
I guess in any profession or in any work, communication is very important. It plays vital role in different professions, of course. So if you are good in communication, more likely you can work efficiently and proficient.
Number 4 is, what issues or challenges have you encountered when starting this kind of work?
So the common, the common challenge for us BPED majors, especially PE teachers here in this university, is the lack of classrooms. So given the fact that we are more likely we don't have any rooms for us to conduct our classes. So usually we opt to have our classes outside under the trees, or even in social hall wherein there are a lot of students too. So I guess that is one of the challenge for me when I started teaching here in this university.
How did you cope with these issues or challenges?
Coping with this matter, I guess we really need to put a lot of patience in it, because we cannot deny that, of course, PE is very fun, and it really uses our body in a way that we can perform different tasks, and patience in a way that we need to understand the situation, we need to comprehend the matter. We need to understand the situation, because again, we are not given the opportunity to have our own classroom.
How about now? What issues or challenges are you encountering in your work?
Alright, so as of now, currently, I guess one of the problem is still, yeah, the use of classroom. Because right now we are offering different PE courses. We have like taekwondo, pickleball, dance and exercise, softball. So if we are like conducting classes, exercises and dance, exercises and dance in one spot or one place, specifically sa social hall, more likely it can be loud or it can be like distracting. So I guess that's the problem since then and up to this day.
How are you coping with these issues or challenges now?
How am I coping with these issues or challenges now? Same answer. We really need to put a lot of patience kid. Because of course we will not like though we know how to compromise, but that doesn't mean that ipairal na to nga to ang gusto nga. We need to like have our classes nga kita lang mag-own sa space. So we need to like compromise and then understand the situation.
How important is your work in our society?
How important is my work in the society? Of course, as teachers, we are molding the next generation, honing their skills, unleashing their capabilities, and more of it, teaching them values and lessons that they can bring throughout their life as students.
So, if you want to learn skill that is helpful for your work now, what skill or skills would be?
If I want to learn a skill that is helpful for my work now, I guess as for me, based on my self-assessment, I guess the skills that I really need to improve is to be resilient in a way that I can manage my task at my own pace. I mean, I'm not like pressuring myself to do like this and that because the others are doing it. So I guess resiliency, and then skill. I guess skill is we can practice that one eventually. So yeah, I guess that's it.
So the last question is, if given a chance to talk to our Philippine president now, what would you like to ask him that would benefit your work?
If given a chance to talk to the president, what would I say? Prioritize education more. Like, same with my sentiments with regards to the classroom needs. I guess we need to prioritize classrooms, help students to grow, to foster, and because again, given that students nowadays can be a great help in the near future, so I guess education is the key.
What possible careers that a graduate of Bachelor of Physical Education can prepare for?
Okay, so the possible careers that a graduate of physical education can prepare for is basically it's a teaching career. You can teach Bachelor of Physical Education major graduate can teach all levels of our education system, starting from elementary to high school and to tertiary level. Okay. And then the other one is that a graduate of Bachelor of Physical Education can also be a professional coach, a physical trainer also, and as well as a dance trainer, or can also be the choreographer. So those are just some, and I think that a Bachelor of Physical Education graduate can also be a fitness consultant in different agencies or industries, both private and public. That's it. So those are the possible career path that a Bachelor of Physical Education graduate could have in the future.
So next question is, what motivates you to pursue this kind of work?
Okay, basically, I was motivated to pursue this kind of work, teaching physical education, because I am a dancer myself, a stage performer. So I am also an advocate for overall well-being and fitness. So this what motivated me to pursue teaching physical education.
The next question is, do you think communication skills is important for this kind of work? Why or why not?
Definitely, I think that communication skill is very important for this kind of work, teaching physical education, because we will be dealing with students and we are going to explain concepts, especially that in dance, exercise, and sports there are a lot of terms which needs to be elaborated. So we need to possess that good communication skills in order for us to really convey the idea that we wanted to convey to our students, for them to be also to fully understand the concepts that we are trying to transpire to them.
So what issues or challenges have you encountered when starting this kind of work?
Okay, so the very first issue, and I guess this is the major issue that I have encountered when I started teaching physical education is I think the confidence that I will be able to carry myself in front of the main, especially to my students, because I was very conscious about the way I speak and the way I am going to handle my class. So that was before when I first stepped into this university, because I believe that university students also are intelligent. So that's why I think part of me was being conscious, and I think I have some self-doubts before that I may not be able to really explain well concepts in physical education. So I guess that's it.
Next is, how did you cope with these issues or challenges?
I was able to cope with that particular issue, the lack of self-confidence or being cautious and having doubts, through continuously looking at videos, interviews, conversations about physical fitness, about overall health and well-being. So by then I also cope with that particular issue or challenge, continuously engaging with conversations with my peers or colleagues in the department. That's it.
Okay. So how about now? What issues or challenges are you encountering in your work?
I think now it's just in terms of the hectic schedule, I guess so. That's it. I really find it very hard to manage my time, especially that I just returned from a study leave. So I went my doctoral degree for free, and I think this one busy or hectic schedule, and I find it very hard to manage this time, the scheduling. By then, way back then, we used to have, and it's varied. We have MF, we have TF, we have TTH, and MW or WF. That's it. So I guess that's the major issue that I'm facing, but I am adjusting now, starting to adjust.
So, next is, how are you coping with these issues or challenges now?
Okay, so basically I am almost fully adjusted with with this particular challenge or issue, because I created a mini calendar, and I also I created also a class monitoring plan, so that I can really see the schedules that I have each week, and I can also put some notes as to how far have we gone with our discussion with my different subjects, and also I could really arrange and balance my instruction and other works in relation to teaching.
How important is your work in our society?
Very important. I would say that very important, because our society will not be able to function well if everyone or almost everyone is unhealthy. I am an advocate for physical fitness, overall fitness and well-being in general. So physical education is very important in our society, because this is where we could really create platforms that would really encourage and motivate and also inspire everyone to engage in physical activities in order to maintain and improve their overall health and well-being.
Next is, if you want to learn a skill that is helpful for your work now, what skills should be?
I think that I want to learn. Way back then, I really wanted to learn aerial tumbling skills. That's the main skill that I really wanted to learn. But then, because of my trauma, when I was in high school, because we were practicing tumbling skills, and I feel fell down on the ground and I think I have dislocated my arm. So that caused my trauma, but at this time I really wanted to learn that skill and I hope that one day I could really perform. I can only perform the basic one, the forward roll, but then if it's aerial already, I cannot perform it this time. And that's what I really wanted to learn. That's very helpful because if I will be able to learn the aerial tumbling skills, I think I would feel invincible, and I think I can do anything if I'll be able to learn that. Yes.
Last question, sir. If given a chance to talk to our Philippine president now, what would you like to ask him that would benefit you?
Even before you've asked this question, way back before, I really wanted to talk to the president because I really want to ask him to provide us, especially I really wanted to ask him about sports complex. I really wanted to ask him to provide us EMU that would cater everyone because we have a lot of talented and skillful athletes here and performing artists. So I guess what is needed is to give them the appropriate and proper venue for them to be able to really excel in the different field, different events and socio-cultural affairs. Yes, that's it. So that's what I'm going to ask him, and I think that it will not only benefit the academic community in CMU, but also the nearby sports and recreation, inviting different universities as well and different institutions. So that's it. Everyone can benefit if we are going.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Vincent.
Okay.